Hello, dear students, and welcome to Civil Step. So, guys, we are back with another session for UPSC Prelims 2021 and for the paper CSAT English. Guys, if you can hear me and if you can see me, just give me a thumbs up in the chat box so that we may begin the session. And guys, have you done the homework passage from yesterday? So guys, did you try the homework passage which was given to you yesterday? All right, thank you, Riteshi. So guys, this was the homework passage that I gave you, and there were two questions based on this passage, right? So guys, let's start with understanding the passage. Good afternoon, Ankit. Welcome to the session. So let's solve out the passage and let's see what the answers would be, right? The passage was something like this. Many farmers use synthetic pesticides to kill infesting insects. The consumption of pesticides in some of the developed countries is touching 3,000 grams per hectare. Unfortunately, there are reports that these compounds possess inherent toxicities that endanger the health of farm operators, consumers, and the environment. Synthetic pesticides are generally persistent in environment. Entering in food chain, they destroy the microbial diversity and cause ecological imbalance. Their indiscriminate use has resulted in development of resistance among insects to insecticides, upsetting of balance in nature, and resurgence of traded populations. Now, natural pest control using the botanical pesticides is safer to the user and the environment. Now, this is where it is given, guys. Using botanical natural pest control using the botanical pesticides is safer to the user and the environment because they break down into harmless compounds within hours or days in the presence of sunlight. Plants with pesticide properties have been in nature for millions of years without any ill or adverse effects on the ecosystem. They are easily decomposed by many microbes, common in most soils. They help in maintenance of, this is where the answer is, they help in maintenance of biological diversity of predators and the reduction of environmental contamination and human health hazards. So they reduce environmental contamination, they reduce human health hazard, and they help in maintaining biological diversity, right? So botanical pesticides formulated from plants are biodegradable and their use in crop protection is a practical sustainable alternative, right? So there were two questions based on this passage, guys. First question was, on the basis of the above passage, the following assumptions have been made. So let's try to solve this passage, guys. First assumption. Now, guys, this was an assumption-based question. So first was synthetic pesticides should never be used in modern agriculture, guys. I've always told you, see, whenever we are, whenever we see an extreme option, right, we always eliminate it. Synthetic pesticides should never be used. That is not the assumption, right? But it is an alternative. It is a good alternative, right? That's why we do not use synthetic pesticides, but still people are using because they're highly productive. Probably that may be the reason. Second is, one of the aims of sustainable agriculture is to ensure minimal ecological imbalance. And third was, botanical pesticides are more effective as compared to synthetic pesticides. No, guys, I think synthetic pesticides are more effective, but they are harmful, right? On the other hand, botanical pesticides are useful, but they may not be so effective. So guys, what do you think is the logical assumption? Yes, so the answer for first question is option number B. We can eliminate option number 1. And if we eliminate option number 1, guys, look at the options. We can eliminate A, B, and D. So our only option left out is option number B. So the correct option for question number was option number B. And there was another question based on this passage. Which of the following statements is or are correct regarding biopesticides? So this was regarding biopesticides. First was they are not hazardous to human health. That is true, right? They are persistent in environment. No, they break down very easily. They are biodegradable. So this is contradictory. And they are essential to maintain the biodiversity of any ecosystem. So what do you say, guys? Third is correct or not? They are essential to maintain the biodiversity of any ecosystem. Yes, guys. Do you agree with this? They are essential to maintain the biodiversity of any ecosystem. So it was given. They are easily decomposed by many microbes common in most soils. This is where the answer was. They help in maintenance of biological diversity of predators and the reduction of environmental contamination and human health hazards. Yes, Nitesh, the PDF is provided in the Telegram group. You can join the Telegram group. The link is given in the description of the video, Nitesh, and you will find the PDF in those in that Telegram group. Right. Last third line. Yes, Ankit. This is what I read. They help in maintenance of biological diversity of predators and reduction of environmental contamination. So they are essential to maintain the biodiversity of any ecosystem. So that is also correct, guys. So 1 and 3 was correct. So option, not option number A, option number C is correct here, guys. Option number 1 and option number 3, both of these options apply. Now, guys, you may find different answers in different books, but after referring to the final answer key provided by UPSC, this was provided here. So the correct option is option number C, 1 and 3. They're not hazardous to human health. That is true. And they're also essential to maintain the biodiversity of any ecosystem. So they're useful in maintaining the biodiversity, and that was also given, right? The correct option here was not A, option number C. That was the homework passage for yesterday, guys. All right, guys. So now let's try to solve a few passages. These passages are from the year 2015. So these passages were given in the UPSC CSAT paper in 2015, and we are going to try these previous year questions right here, right now. So guys, please take out your notebooks, pens, and keep a track of your answers, right? So first of all, read the questions, guys. Which among the following is the most logical and rational assumption? So we had to find a rational and logical assumption based on the. This is not looking. Acha. So increase the quality of the video. Hitesh, in the options of the video, there will be an options for video quality. Increase the video quality. You will be able to view it. So guys, let's read the passage. The richer states have a responsibility to cut down carbon emissions and promote clean energy investments. The richer states have a responsibility to cut down carbon emissions and promote clean energy investments. These are the states that got electricity, grew faster, and now have high per capita income, making them capable of sharing India's burden of becoming eco-friendly. Delhi, for example, can help by generating its own clean electricity using solar rooftop panels, or even help poor states finance their clean energy projects. It is no secret that the state electricity boards, which control 95% of the distribution network, are neck deep in losses. These losses further discourage state utilities from adopting renewable energy as it is more expensive than fossil fuels. So this is the passage, guys. So what could be the logical assumption here? Let's read out the options, guys. The richer states must lead in the production and adoption of renewable energy. Okay. The poor states always, so guys, this is again going to extreme, always have to depend on rich states for electricity. We always eliminate extreme options, guys. Remember. Let's read option number 3. The state electricity boards can improve their finances by undertaking clean energy projects. They can improve their finances. They're already neck deep in losses, and adopting renewable energy is costlier. So how can they improve their finances? I think this was not about electricity boards. And fourth option was The high economic disparity between the rich and poor states is the major cause of high carbon emission in India. The economic disparity, this is not given anywhere in the passage, guys. So what do you say, guys? Option number A or C? I think the correct option is option number A, guys. The richer states, this is the assumption that rich states, they already have electricity, they have high per capita income, so they are capable of adopting renewable energy or even supporting poor states to finance their clean energy projects. But that does not mean that state electricity boards can improve their finances, or this is because of the disparity. No, carbon emission is the cause of disparity. That's not true. And the poor states always have to depend on rich states for electricity. That's all. Not always true. Rafin Kushi. So the correct option here was option number A. Very good, Ankit. Very good, Bikash. Very good, Juhi, Ritesh, Darpan, Kushal. Very well done, guys. Good job. The correct option here was option number A. The richer states must lead in the production and adoption of renewable energy. That is what the author wants to convey through this passage, right? Moving on to the second passage, guys. Now, this is an interesting story, and let's read it out, and let's try to. And everybody has to answer, guys. Please make sure that everybody answers the question, right? So let's read the question first. This is a sensitive issue based story which tries to sensitize the readers about, means aware the readers about what, right? So let's read the passage, guys. Set against a rural backdrop, Stench of Kerosene is the story of a couple, Guleri and Manak, who have been happily married for several years but do not have a child. Manak's mother is desperate to have a grandchild to carry on the family name. Hence, she gets Manak remarried in Guleri's absence. Manak, who acts as a reluctant but passive spectator, is meanwhile informed by a friend that Guleri, on hearing about her husband's second marriage, poured kerosene on her clothes and set fire to them. Manak is heartbroken and begins to live as if he were a dead man. When his second wife delivers a son, Manak stares at the child for a long time and blurts out, "Take him away, he stinks of kerosene." So, this is a sensitive issue based story which tries to sensitize the readers about what? There were four options given, guys: male chauvinism and infidelity, love and betrayal, lack of legal safeguards for women, or influence of patriarchal mindset. So, guys, chauvinism is, being a fanatic, or considering yourself superior to women, and infidelity is disloyalty, right? Love and betrayal, pyar aur dhoka, lack of legal safeguards for women, that is not being talked about in the passage, or influence of patriarchal mindset. Patriarchal is वही जो पुराने के परिवारवाद और हमारा वंश आगे चलना चाहिए, कि उसका माइंडसेट का उसका अफेक्ट था. What do you say, guys? Very good, Ankit. Very good, Zaheen. Kanchan, very good. Sneha, Juhi, very good. Nitesh, Kushi, Kushal, Dev, Ritesh. Male dominant society, absolutely. So, guys, the correct option here was option number D. So, influence of patriarchal mindset. So, male dominant society, and considering all the stereotypes related to patriarchal mindset. So, that was the story about. So, influence of patriarchal mindset. Even if the person does not want to marry, the parents force their kids to marry without their consent or without their agreement, and then this is what happens. So the correct option was option number D. Very good, Varun. Earlier it was patriarchal society. Yes, it used to be a patriarchal society. In some areas it still is, Nitesh. Actually, Varun, हमने पढ़ लिया आपका मैसेज यार. Spam मत करो please. Thank you for answering. You've given the correct answer. Right, guys. Very well done. Good job to all of you. Okay, let's try another passage. Okay, this is a different passage altogether. So let's read the question first. Which among the following is the most logical and rational inference that can be made from the above passage? So this was an inference-based question, guys, right? So let's read the passage. The ultimate aim of government is not to rule or control by fear, nor to demand obedience, but conversely, to free every man from fear so that he may live in all possible security. So he's saying that the ultimate aim of the government is not to rule or control by fear, right? डरा धमका के दबा के रखना नहीं है गवर्नमेंट का काम. लोगों को उनका काम है उनको आजाद करना. अंकित पहले आंसर मत करो यार, सभी एक बार पढ़ लेना तो फिर आंसर करना प्लीज, राइट? So it is to free every man from fear so that he may live in all possible security. In other words, to strengthen his natural right to exist and work without injury to himself or others. Right? That should be the ultimate aim of the government. The object of the government is not to change men from rational beings into beasts or puppets. It should enable them to develop their minds and bodies in security and to employ their reason unshackled. So basically, he's trying to emphasize on the aim of the government should not be to control or control or to demand obedience by fear. Right? It should be to free men and to provide him security. Right? So there were four options. First option was the true aim of government is to secure the citizens their social and political freedom. Second is the primary concern of government is to provide absolute social security to all its citizens. Okay, the best government is the one that allows the citizens to enjoy absolute liberty in all matters of life. And the best government is the one that provides absolute physical security to the people of the country. So guys, this is where I get skeptical. Okay, let me wait for your answer. What do you say, guys? Ankit says A, Zaheen says A, Nitesh A, Kushal A, Khushi A, Juhi A, Varun A. Very good, guys. See, the primary concern, we are not talking about concerns here. We are talking about aim and object of the government. So this was not the concern. So every word is very, very crucial when you are eliminating your options, guys. So although it was quite a sound option, but this word concern made it odd out of the scenario. Option number C, the best government is the one that allows the citizens to enjoy absolute liberty in all matters of life. Absolute liberty means complete freedom. That would lead to anarchy, guys. That would lead to chaos. So absolute liberty is anarchy, right? So that's absolutely wrong. Now, the best government is the one that provides absolute physical security to the people. It's not just about physical security, freedom, political freedom, social freedom, and their right to work without without injury to oneself. So I think the correct option here was option number A. The true aim of the government is to secure the citizens their social and political freedom. Absolutely, that's what you should be very careful about these words. Absolute physical security, it's not just about physical security, it's about political and social security and freedom, right? Absolutely. So guys, if you learn, that's what I was telling you before we began these sessions, that if you learn the elimination method and if you understand the criticality of the options, how close the options can be, so then you will realize you have to pay a little attention to the details provided in the passage, right? And if you learn this method, if you practice it well, now it will be very helpful for you to score good marks in your paper, right? Guys, this way you can read the passage. There were 3 sentences in this passage, 4, let's say. So it would take you about what, 30 seconds to read the passage. And in the next 30 seconds, you can easily find out the answer, right? So in 1 minute, you can score 2.5 marks. So that's how these level 1 passages are very economical. Just quickly read them out, be very analytical, critical while making the choice, and you are good to go, right? Okay, guys. Let's try another passage today, and this is the last passage. Then I'll give you the homework passage, right, for today. So this is the passage that we have to take up now. So let's read the question first, guys. Yes, Mahesh, we will also come to that, in level 2 and level 3 passages where there are more than two or more than two questions that are based on those passages. Now, you can read the first, second sentence and you will see if it is easy or not. So guys, at the end of the day, when if it's a lengthy paragraph, just leave it out for the end. First only attempt those questions which can be completed in time, right? So first try those out. When you're done with first attempt, then go for the second attempt. First leave out lengthy questions or tricky questions. Once you are done with your first attempt, then go for the questions which you have left out, right? And we will also cover those level 2 and level 3 passages in the further sessions of this series, right, Mahesh? But today, now we are only building up our base. Got it. So let's read the questions, guys. Which among the following is the most logical and rational assumption? So we had to find assumption from this passage. Let's read the passage, guys. Our municipal corporation are understaffed. Our municipal corporations are understaffed. The issue of skills and competencies of staff. The issue of skills and competencies of the staff poses an even greater challenge. So the MCs are understaffed, and the issue of skills and competence is also another challenge. Now, urban service delivery and infrastructure are complex to plan and execute. Right? They require a high degree of specialization and professionalism. The current framework within which municipal employees, including senior management, are recruited does not adequately factor in the technical and managerial competency required. So what he is saying, the current framework of municipalities, including senior management, are recruited, who are recruited, does not adequately factor in the technical and managerial competencies required. Cadre and recruitment rules only specify the bare minimum in academic qualifications. And that, yes, which we usually see, that what should be the minimum qualification for this paper, that should be 10th grade or 12th grade. So that is not good enough for senior management in municipal corporation, right? There is no mention of managerial or technical competencies or of relevant work experience. This is the case with most municipal corporations. They also suffer from weak organization design and structure. So he's talking about the challenges faced by municipal corporations. The big issues are understaffing, issues of skills and competencies, their current framework of recruitment, which does not factor any competencies required. Then they only look at minimum requirement, and this is the case with most of the municipal corporations, right? So let's read the options, guys. The task of providing urban servicing is a complex issue which requires the organizational expansion of municipal bodies all over the country. So which requires organizational expansion. Okay. Let's read other options, guys. Our cities can provide better quality of life if our local government bodies have adequate staff with required skills and competencies. Yes, that's more like it. Let's see option number C. Lack of skilled staff is due to the absence of institutions which offer the requisite skills in city management. That is not given anywhere in the passage. Right. And fourth option was, our country is not taking advantage of the demographic dividend to manage the problems associated with rapid urbanization. So I don't think that was the correct option here. We can eliminate option number C and D. What should be out of A and B? What do you say, guys? Zaheen says C. Array. Okay, 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 okay. I'm really sorry, guys. I'll try to keep it in mind next time that the camera is in front of the options. All right, all right. So, okay, next time onwards, I'll try to keep this in mind so that my camera does not obstruct the view, right? So apologies for that, guys. But I think we have found our answer. It is option number B. That our cities can provide better quality of life if local government bodies have adequate staff. These were the two concerns: adequate staff with required skills and competencies, right? Now, in option number 1, they only talk about organizational expansion, but this is not about organizational expansion. It was about adequate staffing and with requisite skills. So correct option was option number B. So guys, now you can tell me your score. Out of these 4 questions, how many did you get right? How many did you get wrong? So that was the passages that we were going to discuss today. Guys, please tell me your score out of these 4 questions that we did today. Dev, 3 out of 4, not bad. Yes, guys. Everybody, please share your score and please be honest. Very good, Juhi. 4 out of 4. Kudos to you. Good job. Very good, Ankit. Very well done, buddy. Varun, not bad. Kanchan, 4 out of 3. कंचन के लिए क्लैपिंग हो जाए यार. 3 में से 4 नंबर लिए कंचन ने. 4 में से 3 नहीं, 3 में से 4. सुशील, go ahead. Good, yeah. I know it's a mistake, Kanchan. 3 out of 4. Not bad. Please increase the lecture duration, Mahesh. I'll try to work on that, Mahesh. Okay. Thank you for the input. 4 out of 4, Mahesh. Well done. Very good, Riteshi. That's okay, Kanchan. I'm just kidding here. Almost allow Kanchan के लिए. I know, I know. We should also have fun ना. थोड़ा मस्ती भी चलता है. मिस कर दिया क्लास. अरे मिस कर दिया हिमांशी. कोई बात नहीं. Good afternoon, yeah. Good afternoon, Homo sapien. Good afternoon, Himanshi. Join late, खुशी. Okay. लेक्चर डेली होता है. नहीं कुशल, थर्सडे एंड फ्राइडे को होता है यार, एट 12 नून ऑन थर्सडेज एंड फ्राइडेज. बाकी दिनों क्वांट्स के और रीजनिंग के लेक्चर होते हैं, राइट. सो इंग्लिश इज ऑन थर्सडेज एंड फ्राइडेज. सो गाइज यू कैन सब्सक्राइब द चैनल इफ यू हैव नॉट येट डन सो. और गाइज यार इतनी मेहनत लगती है ये सब करने में ना, तो एक लाइक तो बनता है यार. एक लाइक तो कर ही सकते हो. दैट्स द लीस्ट यू कुड डू. एंड शेयर दिस वीडियो विद एनीवन हु इज प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर यूपीएससी. इट मे prove helpful to somebody out there who's preparing for it, right? Right. अरे बस करो यार, अभी इतना मजाक हो गया. उसने सॉरी भी बोल दिया कंचन ने. हो जाता है कभी कभी. इट्स ओके. But guys, coming to the point, you are all doing really well. 3 out of 4, 4 out of 4, I can live with that, right? So it's a good score all in all, and I really appreciate your hard work and your patience, guys. Your receptiveness and your frequency of attending the sessions, that's really, really beneficial. 10 questions, yes, we will come to that. देव, एक बार मुझे ना सबको दिमाग में रख के चलना पड़ता है यार. We have to keep everybody in mind. Somebody who is starting from the very scratch, I have also keep that person in mind, right? तो इसलिए थोड़ा सा शुरू हम स्लो कर रहे हैं. लेकिन आप देख रहे हो पिछले पैसेजेस में, कल हमने 3 पैसेज किए थे और एक होमवर्क पैसेज था. आज देखो हमने 4 पैसेज किए हैं और एक होमवर्क पैसेज है. ऐसे करते धीरे धीरे उसकी इंटेंसिटी बढ़ाते हैं, राइट. सो लीव दैट टू मी. लेट मी बी द जज ऑफ दैट. ठीक है. बट डोंट वरी, वी विल कवर each and everything that is required for your preparation. So that I promise you guys. All right guys, so this is your homework passage for today. अभी आंसर नहीं करना है, इसका आंसर अपने इस वीडियो के कमेंट सेक्शन में देना है. ठीक है. So will read out the passage. Don't give the answer here. You can figure out the answer later on. Flamingos in large flock in the wild are social, extremely loyal. They perform group mating dances. Parents are very fond of their chicks, gathering them into creches for protection while both males and females fly off to search for food. So you have to find the most logical corollary. Now I'll discuss with you what a corollary is in the next session, guys. Right. So guys, कैसा लगा सेशन यार? Please do let me know if you have any feedback or if you have any inputs. Please feel free to share it with me. I'll be more than happy to listen to your requests or your feedbacks. तो कैसा लगा आपको सेशन गाइस? अच्छा लगा, बुरा लगा, एवरेज था, कुछ ऐड करना है इसमें? Please share it with me. Alright. And guys, if you wish to contact us, you can also give us a call on this number 81462 07241, or you can also drop us an email at hello@civilstaff.com. Right. Thank you, Ankit. Thank you, Riteshi, for the kind words. Thank you, Dev. God bless you too, yaar. Thank you, Kushi. Thank you. Thank you for the kind words. Thank you, Gautam, dear. Thank you, Juhi. Thank you, Kanchan. Thank you, Dev. Guys, just stick with this, and I can promise you, English में problem नहीं आएगी. That I can guarantee you if you are preparing for prelims this time. मैं English में problem नहीं आएगी, ये guarantee देता हूँ. Just keep on attending these sessions. they'll be very helpful for your practice part, right? So thank you so much, guys, for joining in, and I'll see you again next week. All right, and we will discuss some new session, new passages, and we will discuss new questions next time, right? So thank you so much, guys. Take care, and happy learning to all of you guys, and all the very best for your preparation.